Welcome to the Right Pour Podcast. As you can see, we have 5 Bluenote picks here. Now, these are all store picks from the liquor library in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They have done 5 barrels over the course of a little over a year now, so we are going to blind taste all of them. So, you see the gap here. We're throwing a wrench into the plan. The Bluenotes are distilled by Green River. Okay, so it is the same mash bill. They have Green River distill it because it's obviously sourced, and then they age it out in Tennessee from there. So, as part of the wrench, we have a Green River foolproof, and we are going to keep this one into there as well.
That's the big brother.
It's the big brother. So we're going to pin all 5 of the single barrels plus the big brother foolproof, same mash bill and everything, but they are obviously aged, different barrels, different locations. And we're going to see if that does change anything. Like, is this Green River going to stand out to the rest, or is it going to just fall in line? I'm not really sure.
Yeah. So we've been talking about it for a while.
Yep.
And this one actually was my first ever store pick I ever bought.
No kidding.
It's been, and now this one actually has come out about 2 years ago.
Oh, so it has been that long.
It's been a little while. Yeah.
A little longer than I thought.
Yeah, the first one you got this. He's got all the other ones. This one's the only. I only got the first release.
So this is 2, and as you can see, I really liked it. I also haven't visited it in months, so I don't remember it. Okay, so this is completely unbiased. I've had this one for a long time. Then what's funny, like side note about this, was really funny. So 3 and 4 they picked at the same time. So during their pick, they were like, "Man, this is like both these barrels are really good. We want both." And they're like, Bluenote's like, "All right, let us check." And they're like, "Yep, we can sell you both barrels." Awesome, sounds good, right? Store pick 4 got released before store pick 3.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. So that's kind of funny. So if you also follow my TikTok or our TikTok page here, the barrel that I use, the Bluenote barrel that's behind me over here, is barrel number 3.
Nice.
So they let me take that one home. So that's pretty cool. So that barrel over here to the side that is seen on the TikTok page is, and Instagram as well, is the barrel number 3. That's pretty cool.
I did not know that, actually. I knew. Yeah. Well, I knew it was. Of course, I knew it was one of the Bluenote picks.
You're right. I mean, it's like plastered with Bluenote.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know it was number 3 though.
Yep, so. It's their pick number 3, and then they recently came out with number 5. I think like 2 weeks before this recording.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So 5 is still unknown to people.
So that's actually something I'm looking forward to, and it's also it's kind of great to play homage to, like this being the first store pick I ever got that I was like, wow, and it got me into single barrels. So it kind of started my whole into loving single barrels for what
like this whole journey is based off of that bottle.
Based off of this bottle, and it's enough that like we've drank more of Cole's. Cole's done. We done polished one of his off.
Yep.
He's got a second one, so mine was the reserve bottle. So
there you go.
Into it. So hopefully,
and I never got one. I actually completely missed it, didn't know about it. Like I just overlooked it at the time. So I actually never got one. So I have no idea what it tastes like.
Nice. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. So this is going to be 6 different whiskeys here. Well, 5 single barrels and 1 foolproof Green River. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to see how this goes, but this is going to be a big blind. So let's dive into it and start off with letter A. I was about to say number A. I'm not gonna lie. I was about to say number A.
Somebody didn't watch Sesame Street.
You missed that one. I'm gonna have cable growing up.
He's gonna talk about your trauma.
No, this got a nice sweet smell to it. I'm getting a lot of the caramels.
Spice.
You're getting spice?
I get a lot of spice.
I'm getting a hint of spice.
It might be a lot of ethanol up front too. So
it could be. I'm gonna give it a little swirl. No, I'm getting a little bit of that spiciness, but to me, it's a little more on the sweet side. No, that one's spicy. No, that one's got like cinnamon, oak and cinnamon to it. High on the cinnamon.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good, but I'm definitely getting that cinnamon-like flavors all up front. Not really all that sweet to me.
Damn. It is really it's hot, but it's I can't figure it out.
Okay, so before we go any further, hot. Yes, we didn't talk about this yet. So I'm just gonna pick up random bottles, numbers. Now we don't know what pick number is with what letter here, but we have a variety of different proofs. So this one I have here is pick number 5, and that's a 118 proof. Pick number 2, yes, 2 is a 119.3 proof. Pick number 3 is a 120.4 proof.
And which one was this?
Looks like 4.
Pick number 4 is a 118.6, and then pick number 1 is a 123, and I believe some change. 123.8.
Okay, and then the Green River full proof we have here is a 118.1.
Man, so it's going to be hard to determine.
Yeah, so the proofs are all relatively close. You said the pick 1 here.
123.8.
All right, hot take right off the bat. A. High proof. I don't know. It kind of gives that high proof. I'll put that guess in right away. A is 1.
Really?
I don't know. It just drinks. Now, like I said, I don't remember the 2-pick, even though I drank it down a good bit.
Honestly,
but this just drinks hot.
I haven't had this probably in like 7-8 months.
It just drinks like a high proof. It has that higher proof taste to it.
It does.
It does.
It does.
I'm gonna take that as my hot take guess. Guess that A is 1.
I was gonna. Well, at first I was thinking, man, that's kind of hot. I was probably gonna think it's probably gonna be the foolproof. But then after you said 118, I was like, damn.
It's actually, I think okay. So the 5 here is a 118.6, and I believe that was the lowest. 118, 120. Yeah. So the pick number 5 is the 118.6 proof, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a 118.1 proof. So the Green River full proof is actually by 5 proof points, or sorry, by 0.5 proof points is the lowest. So the Green River full proof is actually going to be the lowest proof that we have here.
Which makes sense. I mean, technically, if you look at the single barrel picks and stuff too. So
right.
So definitely. So we're saying right now, A is the hottest.
A is the hottest.
A is the hottest.
But I genuinely think that A might be how hot it is. Not going to the other ones yet. I really feel like with how hot that drank, that could be pick number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's really good. It's pretty flavorful, but that just drank warm.
I do remember that about it. That's one thing I loved about it. So it was hot, but
yeah.
Like I said, it's been 7-8 months since I had it.
And now for me, a 123 proof is the top of my like proof range that like I love. Like I'm in the 115 to like 123s, 124s. So like this is up there. It's at the peak of mine. So we'll see. All right. So we're going for letter B now. All right, that's sweeter on the palate right off the bat. On the nose, it's a little bit okay. On the nose is a little bit more oaky. The ethanol is definitely a little bit lower.
It's definitely smoother.
A little bit.
It's a little bit. It's definitely smoother. It's kind of compared to the other one. It's kind of like all the flavors are kind of mushed together more. It's not like spread out like that. Well, the other one also too. If you can get past the upfront burn, you know, it's kind of more diverse. This one kind of seems to be a very good blended flavor.
Right, it got that blended flavor, even though it is a single barrel, but it's unique. I think it's giving you some like it's wanting me to come back for more. Right, like I'm in a good way. I'm struggling to find the flavors.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I get the caramel, but I get the vanilla, and I get a little of the oakiness. I get a little bit like a faint, very faint hint of chocolate, but it's there. But it makes me like search for it.
And it makes you want more.
Yeah.
Makes you come back for more and then trying to find something more.
I can tell you right off the bat, I want to try B. I want to keep trying to sip it. And I know I got to plow through a bunch of these, but I want to sip through B a little bit more than A. A, I was like, okay, I got it. Cool. It's good. Right. But B, I'm like, oh, wait a second. Hold on. I might be missing something. Let me go back for more. Like I'm getting that on. Okay. So I got to reorganize. Hold on. Because I'm in a really weird spot. I'm going to put B. I'm going to set it back a little bit because I want to revisit that one.
Okay, yeah, I get you. That's because I had A just moved out of the way, but we'll revisit B then.
I feel like B is going to be up there, so I'm going to set that one aside for me so I can revisit that one.
I definitely know. Well, it's going to shock me, but I definitely know that one is definitely not the 123.
Yes,
that one out there is going to be. It's going to be one of the lower proofs of what's on the table.
Yes,
but
now before we get into C here, I do want to say, going in now knowing what the proofs are, right? That's not going to skew it for me, but I think what's going to be unique, and I want to stress that to everyone here, is even though we like proofs, we are proof people. We like the higher proof stuff. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that lower proof may actually be better,
and it'll shock you too,
and especially because all of these. I'm not sure about this one. I could read the label, but I'm not going to right now. All of these are uncut, unfiltered. Uncut, unfiltered. Yeah, like this is basically straight from the barrel. So that does have a big play on it. But because that has such a raw whiskey flavor right off the bat, coming straight out of the barrel, uncut, unfiltered, a lower proof in this instance may prove to be better.
Yeah, because it comes out with more flavor, and it's not like overwhelmingly like takes away from it. It kind of it doesn't shock the palate and ruin the palate up front. So then I get what you're saying. Yeah, I concur to that statement. Because I've had some, like you said, you had some, like your favorite is like 114.
Yep.
So that
is the 114 to 120 is my true favorite, but I can go up a little higher.
Yeah, but so then most of these are gonna hit it out the park for you. Yeah. Also, that's why you bought 4. You got five of your bottles.
Because as we already mentioned, I don't have one, but I have 4 others.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, so I think that's gonna drastically change it. But as much as I love the higher proof stuff, sometimes the lower proof might shine in this instance.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see it, especially when you're doing up front. And like saying is like we'll go into it looking at higher proof. I'm gonna go with the higher proof. Actually, though, if you're going to go in here looking for flavor and looking for what notes you like best and characteristics you like best, sometimes the higher proof ain't going to win.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing when you're searching for single barrels over time, right? So obviously, I have 4 of the Bluenotes. You had the first one. You learn the profile over time of what the single barrels are, right? Especially coming from the same distillery. So going in knowing what you expect out of it, when you buy this many single barrels from this distillery, you're going to learn what you like. And you're going to be like, okay, this pick that I found, whether it be from the same liquor store or a different liquor store, but you see it, you might be like, over time, I didn't really like the higher proof, or I didn't really like the lower proof. So I'm not going to necessarily go buy that one because of my experience over time.
Yeah, well, you can find yourself what you come back to more.
Yep.
Because you can like all of them, but then if you find something that you realize that you like better in that realm of whether it be the higher proof or the lower proof, or say you get a vanilla flavor on one bottle and you realize, wow, I really like the way they did that vanilla note or that vanilla flavor.
Yep.
You kind of hone in on that, and then you can figure out, well, I like this bottle compared to this one, and then you revisit, say pick 2 or pick 3 compared to the 5th one.
Yep.
And you're like, wow, I like this one over all these. I like this one better than the original one. And I fell in love with the original pick that I got.
Yep.
But this one, I like it better, which also does really good for the future bottles that they come out with, the different releases that they do come out with. It's like, oh, wow, there's something that's coming down the line that it's not the same thing you're getting. So that's one thing that, the glorious thing about single barrels, where it's like you're always going to get something kind of different.
Right.
So it keeps
people, hopefully for the good.
Yeah, hopefully for the good. Yeah. Hopefully for the good. But like I said, you can it definitely leads into the fact of you can find something that is you can look forward to it, and then also it's like, well, I might actually come to find out I like this better, and it opens you up to the bottle that you like best.
Right. Definitely. So, all right, so let's dive into C here.
Definitely not as...
Okay. So on the nose, I'm getting overwhelmingly powerful, but not... Okay, this is gonna sound really weird. Please bear with me here, right?
Okay, go for it.
I get a ton of caramel on the nose, but it's not a strong caramel. It's the overpowering note, but it's not It's not like a slap in the face.
What would be a
Like we said in the previous episode,
like butterscotch?
It's faint. I can see the butterscotch. I can see the butterscotch.
Butterscotch caramel, or what's the candies? You know what I'm
Like
talking
the Werther's
about?
candies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, yeah, it's like it's giving me that like Werther's candy like caramel smell, but it's not like a slap in the face of just like that's all it is. It's just that's the overwhelming note on the nose, but it's not overpowering.
I get caramel. Weird. I get caramel, but like still, I kind of get that little bit of fruit.
Yeah, I gotta say, okay. So out of the A, B, and C, so far C on the nose
has
is
the best nose.
Yeah,
I like the nose best on this one. Wow.
All right. Wildly different than
Very
the nose.
Much so.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page here.
Mm-hmm.
On the nose, caramel, fruitiness, uniqueness, spice.
On the palate,
yes,
fruit.
Just really,
I get fruit. I get fruity. I really do. I
okay.
Right up front. If you want my honest, like straight up, I like that. I really like that.
I'm getting more spice on this one. I mean, I could see the fruitiness. Like for me, the fruitiness is coming on the back end, right? Like it's there. I like it, but I'm getting that bacon spice, a little bit of peppery. It's unique. It's bold.
Yeah. Well,
oh, that's good. I can't drink too much of that right now.
I kind of get
I can see the fruitiness.
I get like I can't remember the name. What the name of it would be? It's like fruit something, but like fruit punch.
Mm-hmm.
I get like a hot fruit punch,
like a spicy Hawaiian fruit punch.
Yeah.
Okay.
That like.
Do you get the spice or you just get the fruit punch?
Well, no. I get like a spicy fruit punch,
okay.
But I get it. And it's more into the backside on the side of the mouth.
Yeah.
But then on the backside, I do get it. Now it's not. It doesn't drink that hot to me. But
no, also, it definitely does not drink hot.
It's got a very good aftertaste.
It does. Like this.
That is like, very good
for me right now. C, the finish.
Oh yes.
Just the finish is there. It's just
yes.
It's just cruising along. Nice long finish. Not overpowering. It's just.
It's delicately. I wouldn't say balanced, but it's delicately enough that it's like not overwhelmingly where it destroys your palate.
Right. Okay. So like, it makes me want to go back for more, but not right away.
I don't know about you. I do. I drink the whole damn bottle. Let's figure out.
Which I agree. I know. I agree with that. But what I mean by that is like, it's so good, but it's not. Like,
I want to sit here and respect like, the aftertaste.
Exactly. Yes.
And then
like I can't wait to go back for more, but it also the aftertaste and the finish is there to the point that I just want to like let it mellow down before I go for another one.
Okay.
You know
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah. You don't want to just. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Because like there's some bottles you get and you take it in the finish. You're like, damn, that's just so good. Like you can't wait to go back for another one. It's not that the finish is bad. It's just like you want to go back for more. Yeah. Right. This one is just like it. I want it to mellow out and just enjoy it all the way through.
So this one, in my opinion, and I think you'll go off of it as well. This one would be a very good sit around and just sipper.
Yes.
Because
sit by the fire.
Yeah, sit by the fire. This is definitely like whenever wintertime by the fire pit, all of us sitting around, stuff like that, talking down right there because you can drink a little bit of it. Ooh, sit there, hold it in your mouth, let it, and then enjoy the flavors you're getting out of it. And then then you sit there and you have 3 minutes before you take another sip of it because the flavors are still there.
Yeah, the finish and flavors are just they're there.
Yeah,
they're all there.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah. So far, that's been.
I'm gonna put this one slightly ahead, so I'm gonna move my side. I'm gonna put it slightly above this.
I'll do the same thing. I think that's been I believe that's kind of been my favorite.
It is not that A is bad. It's just these one have been stand out. All right, so let's go with B here.
It's got a good nose too.
Mm-hmm. Hot take. Making my guess. I already guessed what I think A is. I feel like this is the Green River. I think this is that Green River Foolproof. It's got a good nose to it.
It's not dramatically different, but it's kind of different.
Yeah. Okay. So if I'm correct, if B is the Green River, this is why I wanted to throw this and wrench the plans here, is because I think like being the same exact mash bill but aged in different barrels in different locations has that distinct difference. And if that's the case, if this is the one, I could see why.
Yeah, and it does differ too. So
Yeah.
like don't like we may say it's the same mash bill and everything like that, but don't go and think, oh, you're going to get the same thing. It's not particularly the same thing,
Right.
but
So keep in mind, for me, Green River Foolproof here, this is for me a go-to. Like I keep this on the shelf when I'm about to when I get low, when I get down to here on it, I'm buying another one. Like this is always something I like. I love this one.
Really,
I do. I really do. I say that as only being my second bottle. I also have enough bottles that I like don't drink them that quick. You know what I mean? But I do love it. Like the Green River Foolproof, I think when I first had it, I was like, damn, this is really good.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think this is it.
Well, I've never had it before.
Okay.
I've never had Green River before.
Okay.
So, well, I remember we had talked about it.
Yeah.
You know, the weeks and months leading up to all this, and I was like, I purposely have not had half of these bottles because I wanted to see what was the honest opinion of it. But
this is way more on the oakiness. To me, it's the oakiness and caramel and a little bit tannins. You get a little bit of that tannin taste to it.
For the Blue Notes I have, it doesn't drink like a Blue Note.
Right, it doesn't. Like to me, this does not drink like a Blue Note.
It does not. Now we're probably going to be shocked and all, but
when we might be. Now, like I said earlier, my wife's the one that like completely blind poured these, so she may have just been like, "Yeah, I'll throw the Blue Note or I'll throw the Green River in there in the middle and really screw with them," and that might be the case. I might be wildly wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know yet, but this does like this reminds me of the Green River.
Okay, well, because I never had it before, but to me, from the couple Blue Notes that I have had, it doesn't taste like any of the Blue Notes I've ever had.
Yeah.
So now, hot take would be I haven't had half of them. I've only had probably 3 of these.
Yeah.
So 2 Blue Notes to the Green River that I have not had.
Yep.
So it's a 50-50 draw for me.
Right.
I mean, straight up.
Because it is 100% the same mash bill. It is distilled by Green River, sourced by Bluenote.
So I mean, who knows it? I may be wrong.
Right.
I'm kind of 50-50. I kind of want to be wrong.
I kind of do too. Like I know I'm making a bold prediction right off the bat.
Well, the thing is,
but I want to be wrong. I want to be proven wrong.
Yeah, I want to be proven wrong so I can then learn where I made that mistake.
Exactly.
Because
100%.
Because like we're saying, we're learning every single day when it comes to this. We're not professionals at all. We just do this for fun.
And this journey for everyone, I don't care how long you've been doing this. Journey is always changing as you go along.
Yeah, your palate will change.
Yes.
So, but
I definitely I genuinely do think though this is the Green River.
Okay, that one is it. So,
all right, so let's go in with E now. I mean, let's see how different this one is because I really think that was the Green River before. Oh, that's wildly different.
I think it's a Blue Note.
No way.
No.
No, I mean like
I'm gonna find out I'm like completely wrong.
Yeah.
E is the Green River.
No, this has that sweetness that A, B, and C had. Like this. The nose is similar. It's there. It's close. I think I get a little more oak on this nose. Oh. No, that might be my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I think that one might be my favorite. I think that's a solid contender to be. That's good. Like okay. So I'm getting that oakiness and that like slight vanilla and a very small hint of chocolate on the nose. Very small.
I can't get the chocolate look.
But on the palate, this one, it gives me that charred oak tannins, but not overpowering. I'm getting that sweetness that's balanced with it as well. Like this is very good, like oaky and sweetness profile. That's like roller coaster on its way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If once you explain it, I can understand it.
And then there's that like vanilla sweetness on the back end. Okay, like it kind of finishes with the sweetness.
Damn, we still got one more to go. But I was gonna say, you said you wanted to compare it to B.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to? You want to wait until the end and we'll compare it? Here, I'll put them side by side. And we'll compare it to B because I don't want to drink that much of it because I want to be able to come back.
Right, I need to come back to it. So right now I have like B, C, and E are my top. I think D is the Green River. I think A is 1.
C is my favorite.
Yeah.
C's been my favorite so far.
Oh yeah, I did have that one a little up. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
I think C's my favorite. I think B and E are close. I'm gonna have to revisit those. D, I think is Green River, good.
I'm gonna set it.
It's
over
out
here.
there.
Yeah. So now we got F.
Yeah,
which
we got
is
F.
we are final.
F for final. Oh, you're funny. Okay, after nosing these, I 100% believe my hot take of D is Green River is there.
Think so?
Oh yeah, it's the only one that stands out. I mean, like in a good way. Keep in mind, in a good way. Like I like the Green River.
It's not bad.
It just stands out.
You can definitely.
Yeah, I feel like it. I feel like it genuinely stands out.
Come to find out, A's Green River the whole damn time.
I know, right? It probably could be.
Screws the whole thing.
Mess it all the way up.
Yeah.
No, but this is. I get that sweetness on there. I'm getting. I'm getting a little bit more earthiness on the nose. I wouldn't say necessarily the oakiness. It's just a little bit more earthy.
Okay.
Definitely a little different.
Now, when it comes to earthiness on the nose, per se,
yep,
or even palate, do you consider that in what would be? I can't remember the name of it. Grainy.
No,
because
not in this instance.
So you really feel okay. So
in this instance, I don't get that graininess. I get that like dusty dirt like.
Okay, well, because I don't either,
Yeah.
but I've seen some people refer to that as that. So I'm trying to
Yes.
get like I said, we're still learning the verbiage. So
we're creating our own verbiage. Honestly.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
like if you want that graininess, we all know that I love my Fishers right behind you over here.
Oh yeah,
That's grainy.
I love that.
Delicious, grainy.
Yeah.
This is earthy and like the dusty, dirty, like. I guess that's really it. Just it's dusty. It's dusty and dirty, but like it's not like
I feel like this one's
not like you're a kid. It's not like you're a kid just taking a mouthful of dirt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But it's got that just like feel of the earthiness of like of like a farm. When you when you go to a farmer's market, right, and you get that fresh vegetable or that fresh fruit, well, really vegetable. You get that fresh vegetable versus a store-bought vegetable that's already been washed, cleaned, processed, picked because it looks pretty like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I get what you're saying.
Hard to explain.
I feel like this one is more duller.
No,
what's the word you say?
Faint.
I
can see what you mean.
Actually, kind of, honestly.
No, it is a little duller.
I will say it's duller.
And maybe that's what I'm confusing with the earthiness, or maybe that's what I'm partaking. Like, maybe that's what I think the earthiness is a little bit of that dullerness. Maybe that's like what I, just like take it in as.
That's your just perspective or whatever of dullness, but
yeah. It's good.
It's good, but it's got a
I feel like the nose is significantly better than the palate.
It is that. I hate to say it because it's kind of stereotypical, but the last one was kind of my least favorite.
No, I can see that. I'm not giving you my top three. My top three right now are B, C, and E. 100%.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, B, C, and E.
Yeah,
we had the same thing.
Yeah, so
with D being the outlier, which we think is I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I will give you 100% all of the credit for you calling that because I never had them before.
That's true. That's fair.
So I'll give you that, but I will give you the backing and the support of I'm there with you, but I'll give you all the credit. If you get it right, I'll give you all the credit.
Right.
I didn't call that. So, but
right. I did call that.
Yeah. So,
and keep in mind, I love the Green River. It is 100%. This is a staple in my selection that I love keeping around. So I feel like I know it more because of that. And I really do feel like the Green River is D. And I think it's a great bourbon. I really do. I like it. It's there. It's a full body. But I think because of where it's aged and everything, even though it's the exact same mash bill made by Green River, well, the Bluenote's made by Green River, right? I think the Green River being aged in a different area stands out in the profile.
That is the one thing, too, that I will say. If I could have took one thing from when I went to the Bourbon Trail, that is the one thing that kind of I brought back that kind of opened my eyes to it because I got to go into the rick houses and see it, and you can read something and read all this stuff, and of course you can get it, but whenever you're there, it's like I understand it. I still don't understand it, but I get it, if that makes any sense.
It does,
it's like the different warehouses are like, all this same mash bill comes in, but all these different varieties of bottles, and it depends on what floor it's aged on, what climate it's aged in, how long it's aged,
whether it's climate controlled, not climate controlled.
Yeah.
Whether it's high, low,
a dirt floor versus the concrete floors,
right.
and that is really one of the things that I've found to respect and also love when it comes to distilling and the whole process of all this, where it's like, all this stuff goes into it where it's different. And that's what I like about it. That's one thing I like about all these different things where it's like, I would love to see where that barrel was.
Right. On these here. Now, I think D, I'm going to put D.
I have mine as the outlier over here.
100% outlier. Now, I'm genuinely hoping that it is the Green River. I'm hoping I'm correct, but I also want to be proven wrong. But I feel like this is genuinely the outlier.
If it doesn't, we're going to have to spend the next 30 minutes trying to figure out how we went wrong.
Right. But I think that if I'm correct, I think that goes to show at the same time how the aging process, the barrels you choose. Now, we don't know what the char levels are. We have very little information about these. It goes to show that the aging process within the rick house and the location in the country and the floor it's on and everything like that really goes to show how different it can make it. Because D being the outlier, I genuinely think is the Green River, and I can see the base of Blue River is similar to that one, but I can see how, because of the aging process, it's wildly different.
Yeah. So also too, I remember you said it earlier, but I can't really remember. These are aged in Tennessee, right?
Correct. Yeah, all Bluenotes are aged in Tennessee.
Bluenotes are aged in Tennessee.
Correct.
This is Kentucky.
Correct.
So, I mean, I don't know how. I'm not a weatherman, but I mean that is different. It's different. It's different locations. So
I don't know what the cooperage is.
Yeah,
I'm assuming different cooperages for the barrels.
Okay, well. yeah, because that's a lot of characteristics that go into it too. Because a lot of people can say it's the same mash bill. We don't know, but one could have a level 3 char versus a level 4 char,
or level 2.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. So
it could be drastically different. So knowing the cooperage of where they source the oaks from, right, to make the barrel, the char that they have, and then on top of that, the biggest factor, in my opinion, is going to be the weather and the location.
Yes, it does. And that's the one thing too, where if you are right, let's say like you said, a hot take, the D, this is the most balanced out of all the ones we tried.
I agree. Now, I think the D it's balanced, but it's an outlier. It's different. It's unique.
It's an outlier from these.
Correct. Yeah, from these 5. Right.
Yeah. In another perspective, all the other ones would be outliers. So,
yeah, and when you look at it that way, you're not wrong by any means. I'm hell bent on, like, you can't change my mind that, like, it is the climate, the weather, the rick house, everything that is the true testament of what a different barrel can be.
Yes. Well, also and then we get into the wood and stuff that goes into it, the different kind of oak stuff, and that's the one thing.
And that's part of the barrel.
Well, that's the one thing too. That's so vast and different amongst every bit of everything that people don't like. A lot of people don't realize.
Yep.
And that's the one thing I've come to like respect and love, where it's even bottles that I just do not like, I still will give the distillers my respect. Yep. You know, so definitely. So you want to revisit, which ones do you? Okay, we went through all of them now. You said you want to go against B and E.
I'm going to go. So D, outlier, Green River, 100%. A and F to me personally. Now, I want your opinions here. I think A and F, great. They're delicious. I think they're wildly apart, but they're not my favorites. I think they're good sippers. I like them. But I am right now torn between B and E and C being my favorite.
I'm the same way.
But when I revisit B and E, I can change my opinion on C.
Okay, yeah. So let's revisit B and E.
Yes.
And then go see how
the winner of those two.
See how it goes against C.
Yeah.
And then to give a legitimate thing.
So we'll do B and E. The winner of B will go against C. Or not the winner of B, but the winner of these two will go against C.
Yeah, yeah. And then we'll see there. And then I say we go against Well, no, we already took these. So yeah, let's go against B. Let's go B and E.
Yeah,
you want to start with B again?
Yep. So B and E we have here. We'll start with B. Oaky and sweet. I don't remember what I said the first time, but like just going back to it now that it's been sitting here for a little bit. Oaky and sweet. Goodbye. Balanced. It's balanced. It's good. Oaky and sweet, balanced.
Yeah, it's definitely. I believe it's lower proofed.
Yeah,
because it's not like it doesn't have that right up bite right at the end.
It does not. No.
So and that's where I
get the sweetness from.
Well, that too, but my opinion is that's where I think C come in because it has that bite, or at least it did whenever we first tried it. So I'm going to go against E now.
Yeah. All right, so let's go with E here. Hold on, I'm going to nose it against B.
E is a lot more caramel.
Oh yeah,
a lot more caramel.
Oh yeah. They're both sweet on the nose, but like this is a richer,
like dark caramel.
Yeah. Oh, and that caramel follows through.
Yes, it does.
Oh, just right off the bat. But you know what's funny is like I got the caramel right up front, and then it's like just that charred oak. It just follows it.
I'm getting it now. Hold on. Yeah, and that's got more proof to it.
Yeah,
quote unquote.
A little bit.
Well,
not
I'd
much.
say more spice or whatever.
See, I'm not getting spice. I'm getting heat.
Heat. Well, yeah, hot.
No,
more hot.
See, for me, spice is different than heat. I like this. Like, I think this, and not by much. Like 1 proof point probably. I think E is a little bit higher proof by a little bit. Like it's just that warmth. That
I believe that.
I know this is a Tennessee aged whiskey, but it's got that Kentucky hug.
Okay.
E has that that warmth that just brings you
feel
in.
it in here. I feel
it. Exactly. It just brings it in. You know what I mean?
So,
and I think B has tons of flavor and it's delicious. I think E has that oaky and that tannins and that warmth. That's
it's kind of up front on the nose, and then up front it's kind of sweetness of the caramel that kind of goes through, and then you have that hot on the back end that it's like
that just follows it through.
Yeah.
Okay. What I just did. E, literally take it, swallow it, go right to B.
What do you mean? Take it.
I literally took a sip of E, swallowed it, went right into B, swallowed it.
Okay.
I think they're close, but I think E just has that richness. I think E has.
I like E better.
Yeah, I think E has a little bit more of a richness.
I like E better.
Yeah.
Oof, I'm gonna have to be careful. I got a little bit left.
Right.
E is great.
E is great. No, this is really good.
It might be coming for C.
It is. Okay.
It's coming hard for C.
Because I have more in C than I do E. Because obviously we revisited E. So C stood out to us.
C was our favorite to begin with. So
yeah.
I don't know. C's got a good nose.
Oh, C has a better nose. No doubt. Raisin, fruitiness.
Yeah, I like the fruit because when I say fruit punch.
C has that raisin, dried fruit, darker fruits. It has that just inviting aroma.
Yeah, it's good. Well,
E has that
fruit. It's hot fruit punch.
I'm still not getting the hot fruit punch. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it. I do see what you mean. I'm not taking that away from you. I'm getting that like E, oaky, charred deliciousness, like smoked flavors. I get that. I love it. I think it's great. On C, on the nose, I'm getting the raisins, dark cherry. It's that like the more I revisit it, it kind of changes a little bit, but it is that sweet fruity notes.
So whatever C is, we got to write it down because I love a cherry Manhattan or a cherry old fashioned.
Yeah, this would be good. Oh
my god,
that'd be good for that.
That right there is going to be good.
That's
for us.
Going to be good. For that.
My gosh,
no, that'll be good for that.
Oh,
that's
good. Damn, I can't figure out which one I like best.
No, off the nose, I'm going to go C. Off the nose, I gotta say C is better.
Wow, so I'm a huge cherry fan. So you said
I am a cherry fan.
I'm a cherry fan too. So
wifey's not.
Well, that's coming off of the flavor you're getting. So,
all right, so I gotta go in for the palate because I feel like C's still gonna win. Oh yeah, it's more of a roller coaster.
it's a very like controlled ride.
It is. It's a roller coaster, but like it's like the Earnhardt at Carowinds. It's a good roller coaster ride. No, that's
due to copyright infringement. That's not what it's called anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. That's why I can say it.
Yeah.
They canceled it. No, but like honest to God, this is C to me has that fruitiness, that raisiny, that dark fruit on the nose, and then you go in for the taste, and it has that nice, rich, dark fruit that follows it with a little bit of that oakiness and that char.
Damn.
I think C is a little bit more complex. Now, hear me out here. C is always going to be a neat sipper. E, I think, is going to be a great base. Now, as I like to preach to all my friends and family, a great base creates a great cocktail, right? I think E will be a great base for a cocktail. I think it's got that complexity and that nice oakiness. Like, this is going to make a great cocktail.
I think, well, the thing is, I think C would make a good one too. I think C
it would.
I think C would make, well, like we say though, to what I like, I feel like C is going to make the best old fashioned in Manhattan suited to what I like.
I would take C in a Manhattan over an old fashioned any day.
I swear, dude.
In a Manhattan, like the way a Manhattan's made.
Yeah.
C in a Manhattan, yes. Old fashioned, yes, it will be good. It will be good. But like for me, C.
You think E would beat them out though in an old fashioned, in your opinion?
I think E in an old fashioned over a Manhattan.
We're gonna have to try it.
We might.
We've done invested all this into it. We're gonna have to try
we're
that.
gonna have to try that. We're
gonna try that.
Once we know the results, which are sitting behind me here, we're gonna have to figure that out and make some old fashions another day. And some Manhattans, I have all the ingredients for it. Okay.
This honestly,
this is tough.
How the ride has been going before we went into C just now. Well, when we first went through it, C was my winner.
Yes.
Then when we got to the end and we
narrowed it,
when we pit B against E, E was my winner, and I was thinking E is going to whack C's ass, but C come back swinging.
It really does
in the third round here, so I can't.
I'm on C as my winner. C's the winner.
I got a little bit left. I got a little bit left.
I got a little left.
Here, hold on. Let's do like we did in some other blinds, and let's go through both. I got a little bit left.
Okay.
So let's go through and let's pick out what we don't like, and then see how they stack up against one another.
All right. So in all fairness, I have a little less in E.
I have like a raindrop in E. I ain't got enough to honestly snooze it.
That's fair. No, you are pretty low. So we'll just go straight off palate on this one. I mean, it smells so good though.
I honestly didn't have enough left to really do it, but
I gave him E.
Yeah, it's E.
Okay,
Hold on.
I gave him E. To me, it's oaky, it's smoky.
It is. It's very oaky.
Even on the palate,
it's
just
oaky and smoky, and it's got the it's got the proof that like brings it up and it gets me over the voyage.
Yes.
Where it's not overwhelmingly too hot.
Yes.
Now
this is right in my if I had to guess the proof, this is right in my proof range. This is around the 118 and the smack dab in the middle of my proof range.
Yes. So you're good with that. Now the thing is like. Let me revisit C now, because the thing is going into the final round here. I was kind of batting on E just because I wanted a comeback story,
right?
But
C is just overwhelming.
I swear, C's nose and that hot fruit punch.
I'm still not getting the fruit punch. I'm fruity. I'm getting fruity. Don't get me wrong.
Well, by me saying that, I'm not looking at you thinking like fruit punch Kool-Aid or something like that.
No, I know that, but
that's just what I'm naming it. But
I know that's what you're naming. But like to me, it's just like it's that citric fruity kind of like combination. You know what I mean? It's there and it's overwhelming that, but it's not like fruit punch and it's not spicy on the nose. Let's be correct here. On the nose, it's not spicy fruit punch.
Yeah,
it's sweet. It's fruity. It's
welcoming. Okay.
No, C's the winner.
That it is fuck.
No, C's the winner. C's the winner. 100%.
C is the winner. That last taste.
C's the winner.
It did it for me.
All right, I polished it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go back to E real quick. I have a drop left.
I say E is the runner-up.
Yeah.
E fought strong, though. E fought to the final round.
It did. But I think our palates just appreciated C.
C, well, they appreciated both of them, but C took the cake. C took the home, and I'm so
it was just so unique.
It is so unique. I'm excited.
So different.
I'm excited to see which one it was. And
Okay.
I know it ain't my bottle.
I don't think it is either. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready. I really hope it's not number 2 though.
I'm gonna give him. Okay.
Give me a drum roll. All right, here we go.
Are you on the right page though? Because we're the same page.
No, freaking way.
What?
C is my bottle.
No way.
No fucking way.
Let me see that.
C is my bottle.
Oh shit, C's one.
Oh my gosh, no.
That's the bottle I do not own, and now I'm mad.
Yes, that was the first pick.
I'm legitimately mad.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that
Dude,
one.
Wow.
What the hell was
what was
A?
he? What was he? 3? Yeah, he's 3.
E is 3.
Okay, he was so good.
E is 3.
Okay, I
What
love
is
3.
Green River's B.
Wow, what was D?
D was number 4.
Wow. Okay, so D was wildly. All right, so we're gonna hold on a second. We're gonna do it this way, right?
You want me to show it?
Yes. A. Okay, so A was number 5, right? So A is number 5 right here. What's B?
B is Green River.
So B is the Green River Foolproof. I'm glad I'm wrong.
Well, no, I'm too. Like
I'm glad I'm wrong. Okay. C was number 1, which we absolutely loved. Fuck,
I can't believe I won that.
Shit, that was good.
That's awesome.
Okay, so what was the next one? D was 4. Which one's 4? That's 3.
It's got to be 4.
4. 4 was right next to that one.
That's 4.
Okay, so 4 is right there. E was 3, and then F was 2. So F was 2 was last. In all fairness, can I just give this one? This one's been open the longest, has the least amount in it.
Yeah, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
That it was probably better, but
going off of the previous bottle shares and blinds, not blinds.
Shit, it was so much better.
Bottle shares and just straight up showing this, making old fashions, making everything that me like Cole and all of us have done with this bottle.
Yeah,
this bottle, I cannot believe it won.
Me too.
But it's kind of sad though because it's been 2 years old.
I know, but I can't believe that D was not Green River.
I can't believe that.
What was D again? Show me what was D again.
D was 4.
4.
They're number 4.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back to that one real quick because you got some left in yours.
Yeah, I got some left.
Let's just revisit it. Yeah.
I'm still getting the same thing.
Yeah, it's just wildly different.
It's different.
It is. And I'm not saying it's different in a bad way.
It's not in a bad way, but it's
just an outlier for this batch.
Well, no. Let's say it's more like you said. What did you say? A small batch.
Yeah,
it's more like small batch.
It's more small batchy. Yeah, no, it's. I mean, yeah, it's an outlier, and it's an outlier in a good way. Let's make that clear. It's an outlier in a very good way, but it's
a straight up 8 out of 10.
I was shocked to believe this is not the Green River.
Honestly,
it's fucking
like,
floored.
It's like an 8 out of 10 bottle. Don't get us wrong, but we got some bangers out of here. I can't believe that. But I think now while we're on the topic of the winner here, we are going to have a single barrel shootout.
Which this was.
Well, we're going to have another one of epic proportions. We're going to have Liquor Library single barrel number 1 pick here. The winner of tonight is going to go up against Mickey Finn's single barrel pick of Bluenote, and that is going to be a fun video. So
now, to make it fair, so y'all are ready for this. We have not purchased that one yet.
Yeah, we have not. So we
are going to be comparing a 2-year-old open bottle. Well, maybe a year old.
I had to go back and look. I'd say I'd have to go back and look, honestly. Maybe a
The
year.
the bottle
and a half,
is 2 years, but it may not have been open 2 years. But either way,
maybe. I might be wrong on the exact. It's got to be over a year, though.
Either way, we have to, fair comparison, not do a fresh crack versus that one.
No. Yeah, we're going to do it like you done these where you open them up, let them sit for a while.
Yep, open them up, pour some out.
Yeah.
And do that.
Now, I have had a sample. Robin and let me do a sample of their pick, and I loved it.
Yep.
But I will say, I know the proofs. It will be the lowest proof out of all these. It's a 117,
which we have preached on this episode.
That we don't know what we end up with.
Uncut, unfiltered can change the profile.
Yeah.
And don't always go off of proof. Right?
Yeah. Which we really didn't think this was the hottest one.
No.
And then ended up being the hottest one.
Yeah, I know, right?
But we're gonna put this bottle versus the Mickey Finn's pick, which is actually, didn't you say the number 5 come out recently? So that it's still available.
It was like a month or two ago.
But is it still available, or?
I think they have a handful left. Yes.
Okay, so like
I believe
if you've watched it, like say if you watch this video, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, they had this
North Myrtle Beach.
Yep. Well, North Myrtle Beach Liquor Library. They have this bottle right here available. I would really recommend on getting it because once it's gone forever.
I believe if I'm not mistaken, at the time of recording, they do have number 4 left too.
Okay, well then they have number 4, and these hell you can get both. Buy both.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, buy both.
I believe. I'm
not
an employee.
Yeah. So what you need to do is hear me out. Buy both of these, then drive to Florence, and then buy the Mickey Finn's pick, and then compare all 3 because all 3 they're serious.
So good.
They're so good.
I've
had I really like. We talk about balance a lot on this podcast. Mickey Finn's pick is very, very balanced. And the one thing is, I talked to the guys that picked the barrels. I'm good friends with them, and I'm not being biased because I told them I wouldn't be biased. I'd be straight up my honest opinion. What they like is similar to what I like. Yep. And they're looking for something that is going to sell good and it tastes good. But
of course, they got to look at it like what's going to sell.
Yeah, they look at it. But one thing that they told me, or one of the guys that picked it told me was, he's looking at it that
I'm going to finish this.
Something that is not. They could have gone after a higher proof, but they wanted something that was more, like you said earlier in the video, where it was like, oh, well, it's kind of overwhelmingly, and it kind of takes away from the flavors. So I'm excited to see what your opinion of their pick is going to be.
I agree.
So that one right there is going to be a fun video we got coming for you. So definitely, all of these are 100% a right pour.
No, these are great.
All these were phenomenal.
I know.
I'm excited to revisit the Green River now.
Like 2 was long gone. 3, I think this is 3. No, this is 5. 5 right here. There's 5. 5 is still available.
Yeah,
but like
this is 4. Right?
Green River. Always available. We know that.
Yeah. This one right here. This is, like I said, if you've watched this video and you're in like a different state or something like that, and you can't get these picks because you're not going on vacation, you're not coming through here because we're at the beach, you can get this bottle all day long, and
it withstood the test of 5 other barrels.
Yeah. So which one was this again? It was B, right? No, it was.
No, it was B.
Yeah, it was B.
Yeah, it was B.
Hell, it made it to the
second. No, we pinned the B and E together.
B and E, so it made it to the second round.
Yeah, no.
So like definitely close. This right here beat out A and F of the Bluenote picks. So definitely. Close. So this bottle right here, you can get it every single day. You walk by it, you don't realize you got it.
Around the $45 to $50 mark before tax, depending on your location. It stood up.
It stood up.
It really did.
It went out swinging, son, and we were wrong. Like when we were wrong.
I genuinely thought it was D. I thought it was the outlier. I was wildly wrong. The thing is, I'm glad I was wrong. Like honestly, I really am.
Yeah.
You know why? I'm glad I'm wrong because of how different single barrels can be.
Yeah. And also it proves the point of single barrels.
Yep.
Where it's like some people hate them, some people love them. Like we love them, but but you can get some that vary so differently.
And some can be bad. Don't get me wrong. I have some single barrels that I genuinely don't like.
Yeah.
I just over time they're not good, and it's fine.
And
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the thing is, though, it's like if you're going to get a bottle where it's like you're going to the store and you're trying something different and you want something different and you want to experiment, 9 times out of 10, I will bet it, you will not go wrong with a single barrel.
Yeah.
Now, if you get one that you don't like, you're going to end up it's worth it in the long run. Whether you end up not liking it or whether you don't end up liking it, you're going to find something that's different, and you were looking for something different to begin with. So you can then hone in on your palate, hone in on your nosing, and you're going to be able to, it's educational purposes. You're going to find something that, whether you like it or not, it's a learning experience. Yep. So that's the best way to look at single barrels, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, we like to preach, as you just said here, going for a single barrel, it could be a miss. Could be. Mm-hmm. A lot of times it's not. Go after the single barrels. Mm-hmm. Honestly, do. Because I have purchased 4 out of the 5 of them, and I have purchased, obviously, this Green River here. It's not a single barrel, but I was genuinely surprised.
That shocked me.
I was genuinely surprised.
When we first started, I really thought A was like, damn, my bottle is like, it's too hot. Yeah. I'm trying to see which one was A. That was number 5. That was their new pick.
Yeah.
So,
but it's like the Green River is a go-to, and I love it. I 100% recommend it all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, you want a high proof, delicious bourbon, the Green River, easily accessible, easy to get, do it.
Yes.
That's the one. You know what I mean? But once we go into these single barrels, and we have many of them, as you can tell by this video, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that has changed and differentiated from it. And some are pure outliers, like genuine, just pure outliers.
Yes.
And it's not that they were bad. It's just when you're comparing them to the rest, it's not the same.
Well, the thing is, too, that kind of leads into what we were talking about earlier, where this D...
Which
this D pick right here, we thought it was something different. That was an outlier.
So what was D? D was 4. I thought, D was 4. D was pick 4.
D was pick 4.
But I thought it was genuinely, because it was so drastically different.
So drastically different.
I thought it was this Green River.
But that being said, it's so different that you're going to get something different out of it. This was like I said, I said it earlier though. It's an 8 out of 10. I gave it an 8 out of 10 rating. Earlier, where it's like,
it's good.
But comparing to the other ones, this was a hell of a lineup, which I'm so excited to see where these other picks, and especially the Mickey Finn's pick, goes into here, because then you're going to be able to, you and your friends and your buddies or your wife, me and my wife do it sometimes, where it's like, you can bring these 2 bottles together and can see which one beats it out, and that's what I love about all this.
And I cannot wait to take your bottle number 1, which won, and pair it against the Mickey Finn's.
That's gonna be I'm excited for that.
What's interesting is Mickey Finn's didn't get their pick until recently.
Yeah. So we're gonna be going up against a new one.
So Liquor Library got their pick way before.
Yeah. So it's gonna be very, very fun.
It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be fun. So tonight's winner, my tried and true bottle.
Show the tater sticker. It's not even a tater sticker, but it shows the sticker. It is the number 1 pick.
It is the number 1 pick, and I cannot believe that one. I swear. That's also really sad. I was hoping number 5 would win so we can go buy like 5 bottles of it.
I know, right?
But this bottle right here, I will say it pays homage to this bottle right here. Started me into single barrels years ago.
And I'm actually genuinely glad to see that your first bottle of single barrels won. Because I love these bottles. These are all great. These are all fantastic. I love them. They're great, but I will say
this bottle right here actually is most of our friends. Most of our friends that we go on a Friday night, us hanging out, smoking cigars and stuff. They love this bottle. And this is the bottle that introduced them to single barrels. And I tried to preach to them. They're like, oh, I'm going to go buy a Bluenote. Well, that's one thing, too. Don't go out and buy a Bluenote. You need to buy a Bluenote single barrel.
Correct.
Because it's vastly different. But they were like, get me that one right there. And I was like, I can't.
Yeah, you know,
like that's one thing too is like, look, take the risk. The risk is worth
like
these balls are what, $50. This ball right here,
yeah.
The Mickey Finn's pick is like about $50 right now, and I think the Liquor Library pick's about $50.
Yeah, no, they're the same.
Yeah. Take. Go ahead and buy it, because you're not going to be disappointed. Every single one of these were knockout bottles. Just go ahead. You find a Bluenote pick. Go ahead. Do it.
Hold on. Bluenote uncut unfiltered.
Yeah, uncut unfiltered.
I honestly don't know if there's other Bluenote picks out there, but like if it's an uncut unfiltered, like straight out of the barrel, get it.
Yeah.
Because like all of them were great. All like we were literally splitting hairs. Like literally splitting fucking hairs.
I can't believe that one won, but
yeah.
But no.
Like I finished D. D was one. E, I finished it. C, obviously finished it. B, little left. A and F, there's enough left for another sip, but it's like they were good. They didn't make the cut, but it's like I can't wait to.
They're all solid.
We're gonna cut, and I'm gonna go back to these.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna cut off camera and talk about this, but no, we definitely. If you made it this far into the video, we appreciate you being stayed this long and listened to us rant about stuff. But definitely, we appreciate the support and everything. Give us a like and subscribe, and follow us on all our other social medias and stuff. This one right here posted pretty funny stuff.
I try. Follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. The Right Pour. We're always posting. We're always looking for feedback, and also we're looking for recommendations on bottles. Like, give us a recommendation.
Definitely tell us something. If you want us to see us do something, like we're doing this together. Like if you see something you want us to do, tell us, because we're in it together. We just do this for fun, and we're doing it for y'all guys. And we definitely appreciate everything like that. So definitely, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we look forward to seeing what else we come. But definitely stay tuned. If you like this video, stay tuned to the next one we got, because we got a hell of a round coming up for.
Because if you say to this point, the last couple seconds, we are pinning the number one bottle, which is pick number one, against the Mickey Finn's Bluenote. Oh yeah, sorry, Bluenote.
Yeah. The Mickey Finn's.
Blue Point. I was thinking engines. Yeah.
The Bluenote
race car guy here.
Yeah.
No, so we are going to pin the Bluenote Mickey Finn's against the Bluenote Liquor Library.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys, but it's about that time. We're going to watch the Daytona 500. So
if there's any left of
it. If it's under a rain delay. But we appreciate everything, and thank y'all for
like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Cheers, y'all.